To set context for listeners, I think language is important, definitions are important. So we're talking about a shift from L&D to TD. Can you define and differentiate for us those two phrases?
I've found that leaders really don't value L&D. They don't think of L&D as somebody that contributes to the business. And so we get cut. The biggest sign of all of that is that L&D is a cost center and we are getting cut and laid off like crazy. So I think the strategy shift is needed. And then what you need to do after you've done the strategy shift and engaged leaders and done what we need to do to be more of a talent development organization is market the value of talent development. It's a two-phase thing as far as I'm concerned. It's changing your strategy and then marketing it as a rebranding of L&D. The way that I think about it is first start out by evaluate your reputation with your leaders. Do they think L&D is just courses? Do they think of it as talent development? Do they think of you as aligned with the business? Do they measure your strategy and do they know what you're doing? The biggest measure that I use for all of that is the learning maturity scale. And that's a scale I think that a lot of us are pretty familiar with. It's been around for a decade or so, starting with Josh Bersin, and now lots of folks have their own version. But the one that I like talks about level one being a shop front. So you're reacting to orders from stakeholders. It's just more training in there. Level two moves you up to being a little more proactive with generic strategy, but still no business cases. And it's amazing to me that somewhere around 60% of companies, and I think that's being generous, it might be even more, that are just at level one or level two. So that's true L&D training behavior. Level three becomes impactful with core business cases and starting to really address growth and performance. And this is where talent development begins, in my opinion. When you can move from level one or two to level three, that's the big step to be more of a talent development organization. And then the epiphany of levels 4 and 5, strategic and transformational, are the goals with business oriented strategies and skills. So the big differentiator for me is aligning learning talent strategies with business strategy. When you can measure business results, which is always a fun thing that we like to talk about, you speak their language and you show how talent development has helped the business to achieve their goals, then you're going to be valued by leaders. It's not just semantics. It's not just saying, oh, I'm going from here to there. It's really transformational. It's making a big transformation that we need to make today and then marketing it as a rebranding so that it makes people pay attention to it.